So today is going to be my attempt at a shorter video. A few months ago, a few of you requested that I do my top 3 favorites of a particular category, which I think is a great idea because that inherently would be a shorter video. And then I think in my last video somebody put in the request for a shorter video because she wasn't able to watch the longer videos. So I have actually been thinking for a while now that I needed to put out some shorter videos. So I'm going to do that right now. So today is going to be my 3, and I'm not going to say like 3 favorite of all time of life. I'm going to call this my current favorite oil cleansers. And this is also an update for the oil cleanser video that I did a while back. It might have been 5 or 6 months ago. And when I made that video, I was actually transitioning from emulsifying cleansers, which means that wipes off or washes off with water, to the cloth method style, which is, an oil cleanser that needs to be removed with either a second cleanse or a cloth. And so when I made that last video, I was kind of discovering the beauty of the cloth method. So the 3 oil cleansers that I have here today are all purely oil cleansers that do need to be removed either with a second cleanse or the cloth method. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is I do have on a different sort of color on my lips today. I do like really light pink lipsticks. This is probably a little bit out of my my normal playbook, so I'm just sort of giving that a try right now. And of course, whenever I sit down to film, the lighting always decides to get a little wacky on me, which is great right now because it's starting to get beautiful and sunny outside. But of course, you're probably going to notice lighting changes. But anyway, that's just how it goes. So anyway, I just wanted to make a mention that if you notice I have a little bit different of a lip color on my lips, it is the Rodan So Mod. So anyway, I'm trying not to make this too long, so back to the oil cleansers that I'm currently using and really loving. And this is a cleanser that I have been using for a while now, and it is the Lalun cleanser. And I have 2 of them to show you. One is the rose, and this is the one that I have talked about a lot and I love and adore. And then this one I don't think I have mentioned yet. I think I posted it on Instagram, and this is their Spring Blossom Cleanser. So the only thing that is different between these 2 is the scent. Person who likes a light cleansing oil in terms of the texture and how it feels on your skin. This one is very light. And I took some notes here on ingredients. So this one has, so for the rose, this is going to be a rose infused safflower oil. And this one the spring one has a rosemary infused safflower oil. And then they both have avocado oil, jojoba oil, and rosemary leaf extract. And then where they diverge is the winter rose has rose oil, rose geranium, and cardamom. And then the spring blossom has petite grain and grapefruit oil. I just think that the rose is such a wonderful scent in that it's very light. And I think because it has the cardamom in it, and it also has a little bit of that rosemary leaf, and it has rose geranium in it, but it does not smell like, how rose geranium has a very pungent, very noticeable scent. I don't get a lot of the rose geranium in it. I would say I get a little bit more of that cardamom, a little more of that sense of the cardamom. So I think just those added 2 scents just make this really special, but it's very light and gentle, and it's just really beautiful. So if you're someone who likes a gentle rose fragrance, if you're looking for something a little bit different though, not your run-of-the-mill rose, and you like a light oil, I highly recommend this. And then if you're somebody if you're a petite grain lover, I can't recommend this enough, the Spring Blossom. So petite grain is different than neroli. Neroli is steam distillation of the blossoms of bitter orange trees, and so petite grain is actually a distillation of the branch. So this is not as, blossomy and floral in the smell. Petite grain is a little sharper, but it's so beautiful. I love petite grain. And this, again, this is just as beautiful as the rose. It's just a little bit different. Obviously it's going to be more citrusy. And then I think this also highlights the rosemary a little bit more, and just left a little bit in there so you can see the color of it. So if you, again, I keep repeating this, but if you like, because there's this, you'll see there's a little bit of a method here on why I'm talking about this one first, because this has a lighter texture. And then moving to something that is a little bit thicker is the Josh Rosebrook Herbal Infusion Oil. And this is perfect timing for me doing this review, because I actually just got this, and it's already a favorite of mine. I've used it twice now, and this knocked out a different product that I was going to talk about, because I love this. I love the texture. I love the smell. The smell is, I mean, it's got so many different beautiful, I'm actually going to pull out my glasses here. I'm not exactly sure what the combination that is making it smell so appealing to me. I mean, it's got fennel seed in it, hawthorn berry, green tea, rosewood, some rose, but the combination is just really calming. It's absolutely stunning. When I first used it, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to become a favorite of mine. And then I put it on my face, and the texture is just perfection. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. I'm so happy that I got this. And I keep looking down because I've got my notes here. So in terms of the oils that are used, there's olive oil, hemp seed, jojoba, sunflower, grapeseed, sesame. Anyway, there's a whole, there's a few more, you can check out the website if you're really curious. But anyway, it's a beautiful product. I'm so excited to have it. And yeah, it's definitely going to be in my frequently used cleansing oils for sure. And then the last one, and this has become a huge favorite of mine, is the H is for Love Rafa Harmonizing Oil Cleanser. And it doesn't hurt that I love Rafa Nadal, one of my favorite tennis players besides Federer. But anyway, yeah, I really love this one too. And this one is just a little bit thicker than the Josh Rosebrook one. So anyway, I started from the lightest one, and now I'm ending with the thickest one. And it's not like it's super viscous or anything. It's just definitely the thickest of the three. So this one has olive oil as its first ingredient, just like the Josh Rosebrook. And they also have similar oils in it too. This one has grapeseed. This one has castor bean oil, but the Josh Rosebrook didn't. It has hemp seed, like the Josh Rosebrook, and it also has pumpkin seed oil, which the Josh Rosebrook does not. And then in terms of the scent, I would say that the Josh Rosebrook has a more familiar smell, so you're gonna smell it and it's not like, oh yeah, this smells exactly like A, B, or C. The Josh Rosebrook scent is familiar yet sophisticated, if that makes sense. And then I would say the H oil is it's more unique. And I talked about this when I talked about her balm in my box swallow review, that it's right off the bat, you might think, well, this is kind of interesting. I'm not too sure exactly how I feel about it. And then it kind of grows on you and then becomes very comforting, and you look forward to smelling it and using it. For me, that's what my experience was with the balm. For me, right off the bat, I love the scent of this. I'm just saying it might be something that you've never smelled before. It might take a while to get used to. The scents in here are lemon, 2 different types of chamomile, rosemary, turmeric, lavender, and then they just all combine for a really amazing scent profile. And like I said, it's thicker, but for me, with it being thicker, it just makes for a really beautiful facial massage. And while you're massaging your face, it just gives your skin just a really nice kind of cushiony bounce. And I feel like I'm moisturizing my skin in such a beautiful way while I'm using this. So this is just a wonderful addition to my skincare regimen. I'm really happy to have this. So Right now, these are my 3 current favorite cleansing oils. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a part 2 of this because I have 3 other cleansers that I wanna talk about that are oil-based, but they're not purely oil cleansers that you use for the cloth method. So stay tuned for part 2 and I will see you over there. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you have any questions about these products, just ask below. Thanks, and I'll see you over in the next video. Bye.